Valary. Today's recipe is Wacky Cake.
My name is Michael, and I'm from upstate New York. This is my wife, Valary. She's from Kenya. When I was 30 years old, my mother gave me an incredible gift. This homemade cookbook, which took her years to produce, contains over 400 family recipes. One morning, after Mom passed away, we decided to honor her by preparing every recipe in that book. To make it interesting, we thought Valary should be the chef. Can a Kenyan transplant conquer her mother-in-law's opus? Let's find out. This is Valary Cooks the Book.
So what is Wacky Cake? Wacky Cake is a chocolate cake made without milk, eggs, or butter, the typical ingredients you expect in a cake, right? Instead, it's made with vinegar and oil, hence the term wacky. Fun fact about this cake is it's one of Michael's dad's favorite cakes. So Michael's mom used to make it for him every year for his birthday. And Michael made it for me on our first year together on my birthday. So that was pretty special, and that pretty much sealed the deal. It's typically topped off with peanut butter frosting. So if you want to have this cake vegan, you may skip the frosting. Otherwise, the frosting does contain a little bit of butter and drops of milk. So without much further ado, let's begin. So these are the ingredients you'll need for Wacky Cake. For the cake part, you'll need 1 cup of sugar, 1.5 cups of flour, 1/3 of a cup of cocoa, or Michael's mom insists on Hershey's cocoa, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, 1 teaspoon of vinegar, 1/3 cup of oil. And now for the frosting, you'll need the following ingredients: 2 cups of confectioner's sugar. Am I saying that correctly? Okay. 2 cups of confectioner's sugar, 2 tablespoons softened butter, 1/2 teaspoon vanilla, milk, a few drops at a time, so just eyeball it, peanut butter to taste. So the recipe calls for 1/3 cup, but if you're Michael, probably more than that.
Time for a recap. Please feel free to pause the video or take a screenshot.
Okay, so we're gonna combine the first 3 ingredients, which is sugar, flour, and cocoa. So okay, so just gonna mix it gently. Oh, this smells really, really good. Then we're gonna we're gonna add in this order. So vinegar, yes. Vinegar, then baking soda. And then salt. And finally, the vanilla extract. Okay, so after the vanilla extract, we're just gonna add the oil. Oopsie, this is so full. We're gonna continue to mix it gently. And then finally, our last ingredient is a cup of water. Then we're just gonna bring it all together, the quick little mix. I think it looks pretty much well mixed. Okay, so on to the final step. Pour the mixture into a 9-inch square pan, so like this Pyrex dish here. Okay. This dish is very heavy. I think we've gotten out as much as we can. And voila, it's ready for the oven. We're gonna preheat the oven to 350. And once that's done, we'll pop in our cake. I'm gonna bake this cake for half an hour. And there we go. So we're gonna mix all the ingredients together. Well, the confectioner's sugar, the peanut butter. And I wasn't sure whether we were supposed to use a mixer or just a spoon, so I'm just gonna use a spoon. This is softened butter, it's just 2 tablespoons, and I just microwaved it for 30 seconds to get it to this consistency. So pour it in there. And this is the vanilla extract, just a teaspoon. Okay, so the directions are to mix it and add milk a few drops at a time. So this is kind of the milk, and I think we'll just eyeball it. I'm gonna start adding the milk drops at a time. Now I'm wondering whether we should have used the mixer. This is a lot of frosting. I would recommend, you know, just using your own judgment, but normally this yields enough for frosting 2 cakes. And Michael just likes eating frosting also, so we have some of it stored for him for snacking. Okay, I used all the milk. It was about half a shot. I got another half a shot of milk, so I'm just gonna put all of it and see how that works. Okay, starting to be a little frosty, if that's a term. So there you go, your peanut butter frosting. I'm gonna set it in the fridge to cool while the cake bakes. Okay, so this is ready. Ooh, that smells so good. So we're gonna pull it out of the oven. You're gonna let this cool down for several hours before frosting, but otherwise, there you go. Okay, so now the cake is chilled and the frosting has also been chilling for a while. So now it's time to frost the cake and we'll be done. Just grab a big blob of this frosting and gently place it on the cake. Just like Michael's mom said, there's a little bit of a depression in the cake, and that's okay. We'll just fill it up with frosting. So I've never frosted a cake also. This is kind of new to me, I know. And you don't have to use all of it, so just use as much frosting as it suits your palate. And voila. This is so good. You want to try it, Ben?
Of course I do.
So what do you think?
Wow. It's delicious. Really, really good. The cake is very moist and, you know, it's very sweet. It's perfect.
Yay! So that is all, folks. Please like, comment, and subscribe. If you happen to try the recipe, let me know what you think about it. See you next time.